Yes, it is. It's recording 6:05 on April 28th, 2026. Coach Miner, Jack here live. Appreciate the 25 of you that are here live. Those that are watching on replay, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. There will be a trivia question at the end for those that are watching on replay. But we are going to do two truths and a lie. So we're going to pass the ball around. So this will not just be me speaking the whole time. We're going to share it. So we will be passing off the call. I will be calling on people. You will give us your two truths and one lie. So two fun facts about you and one thing that's made up. And Brixton, I think you still have your orientation lock on because I see you as sideways. And Gavin and Ethan, when it's your turn to speak, if you guys would have your phone horizontal for me, that would be great. So that would mean this way when it's your turn to speak. But we're going to pass it around. So two truths and a lie. We'll have a vote and we'll keep track, see who, if there's anybody that can stump other people more, just to kind of get to know little facts about each other. But this is the warning. This is your chance to kind of start thinking, jot them down, and that way you can remember them. So I see, looks like Wyatt's jotting his down. So I don't want you to be called on and say, well, I don't know, or I can't remember. So this is your guys' chance right now to think of something kind of interesting or fun facts about you. So I'll go first. I hold an NCAA Division I national record. I won the eating contest at the Josephine County Fair in seventh grade. I was cut from the elementary school choir. Those are my three. Highland Elementary, if you have to know, Gavin. Uh, so the three, I hold an NCAA Division I national record in basketball. The second one was I won the eating contest in Josephine County in seventh grade. And the third one was that I was cut from the elementary school choir in fourth and unfortunately fifth grade also. So, okay, those are the choices. So everybody get to your chat. We'll drop it in the chat. So who here thinks, so jot the one down in the chat that you think is the lie. 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2. Okay, so everybody's got their votes in. Okay, Bryson's guessing, is that a one or is that an I? It's probably a one. Okay, 2, 3. Okay. I do hold the NCAA Division I national record for fewest turnovers in a college career with played 21 games without a turnover. So that's why I get mad sometimes when you guys like boot it off your foot or something. Um, I also did get cut from the elementary school choir at Highland, both fourth and fifth grade. Not that I still have hard feelings or ill will wished upon the music director that cut me, but that was kind of traumatic. They sang in the national anthem at the Blazers game those years, and I didn't get to go. But I never have won an eating contest. I know some of you guys think that I'm a big guy and maybe that I could win an eating contest, but that is a lie. So, all right, I'm gonna pass it off next. Next, so keep track. If you got it right, we'll give you a point. Jack, hold on one second, buddy. Um, so we're going to keep track and tally it up at the end, but I'm gonna pass it to Zachary Miller. Zachary's in the man cave, it looks like. Go ahead and unmute and give us your two truths and a lie.
All right. I've never been dunked on before. I was born right after an earthquake. and my career high was 29 points in basketball.
Okay, you heard the three of them. Go ahead and drop which one in there is the lie. Okay, locked in. Zach, go ahead. Tell us which one.
Oh yeah, it was the first one.
The first
The
one's a
dunked
lie.
on. Yeah.
You have been dunked on.
Yeah.
Where was it that you got dunked on?
Greece when we played, and also some people think at the Max Hoops camp.
Some people think at the Max Hoops camp, but I can definitely verify that in Greece you got dunked on. 100%. I saw it. I didn't let out a holler but it was one where I had to resist doing that because it was pretty emphatic. All right, thanks, Zach. So this is self honesty on the scorekeeping. Dawson, big time Bennett. Here we go. What do you got?
Um, I've swam with dolphins before. I've been to Disneyland 6 times, and I've eaten bison tongue.
Okay, so everybody drop in the chat. Drop in the chat the answer that you think is the lie. Gavin says 2. Michael says 1. 2, 2, 1, 2. Everybody thinks 3 is the truth. Nobody's guessed 3. Okay. Go ahead, Dawson. Unmute and tell us which ones are true.
Number 1 and 3 were true. Number 2 is false.
Number 2 is the lie. Okay, so Kaysen got it. DJ Landon, Elias, Max. Okay. Next up on my screen is Bryson. Bryson, here we go. What do you got for us?
Okay. Number 1, I speak another language. Number 2, I'm a baseball player. Number 3, I'm a back-to-back state champion.
Let's go. Okay, what's the lie? A couple ones going in there. A lot of people think 1. Mitch is going with 2. Max is going 2. Max is going 2. Okay, no one thinks, everyone thinks you went back to back. Okay, what do you got, Bryson? What's the lie?
I cannot speak another language. Cannot. It'd be super cool, but one day.
What would be the language that you would want to be able to speak?
Just Spanish. I think Spanish is a good start.
So you're planning on learning like more than just Spanish in your lifetime. Like you said, a good start, like
Yeah, I mean, it would be really cool to speak a few other languages out of the norm, I don't know.
That
Get
would
you out
be
of your
cool.
comfort zone.
That would be cool. That would be challenging. Definitely get you out of your comfort zone. Have you traveled to anywhere where they speak Spanish before, Bryson?
Nope, I've never traveled out of country before.
Good answers. But you are a back-to-back state champion.
I am.
We will put some more respect on your name, Bryson. Thank you. Good job. All right. Elias Renner, you're up.
I've been at McMinnville High School for both freshman and sophomore year. I've been a model for like a fishing thing, and I've been to like 20 concerts in my life.
20 concerts is the third one. The first one was McMinnville, both years. And you're a model, a fisherman model. I think that's what you said. Is that what you said, Elias? You've done modeling for a fishing. Okay. A lot of people, let's see, I don't know. Landon's going with one's the lie. Michael thinks that's a lie. 2, 2, 3. Kendon's going with the 1. Okay, Elias, which one's a lie?
The first one was a lie. I spent my freshman year at South Eugene High School.
You got to tell us about this modeling, fisherman modeling. Tell us about that, Elias.
Basically, I was born in Alaska, and I have like a family friend that owns like a fishing pole line business, and I'm model for them every summer.
Every summer you do
Yeah.
model in Alaska.
Yeah, for their new jobs.
Okay. Wow. You'll have to get us some of those images so we can see you in your fishing model shoots, fisherman modeling shoots. Awesome. Thank you. Cassius, number 21. Unmute. Go for it, buddy.
All right. I have 4 sisters and 1 brother. I can't swim, and I broke my finger.
1 of 6. You cannot swim, and you broke your finger. Were those the 3?
Yeah.
Okay, those are the 3. So I see a lot of 2s. Bryson thinks 1. Thinks that's way too many siblings. Kason 3. Zach 2. Landon 2. Dawson 2. Okay. All right. Cassius, what do you got? Which one's the lie?
Oh, it was the first one.
The first one's a lie. How many siblings do you have?
I have 4 siblings.
4 siblings. So you have 3. What? Break it down. Boys and sisters and brothers.
2 older sisters and 2 younger sisters.
So you're the brother.
Yeah.
The lone Duncan Tell boy. Oh wow. 4 sisters. That's a busy house. 2 older and 2 younger. So you're right in the middle. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what was the other one? You can't swim?
Can't swim, and I broke my finger.
When did you break your finger?
Like 4 years old. I had slammed it in the car door.
Okay. And you can't swim?
No, I can't swim.
Okay. Not too late. Not too late for that. You can always, safety. You never know when someone's going to push you into a pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be good. Curtis, you're up, buddy. Curtis, go for it.
I've been to Disneyland. I've been top 3 in state for wrestling, and I've been to Canada.
Okay. Disneyland, wrestling, Canada.
Yeah.
What do we got? Okay, I see a lot of people saying number 1. Everyone's saying number 1. Almost everyone. Okay, Kirby went with 3. Cassius doesn't think you're a wrestler. Simpson says 1. Okay, go for it. Which one?
I've never been to Disneyland.
Never been to Disneyland. The happiest place on earth?
Yep.
But you did finish 3rd at state in wrestling?
I actually got 2nd.
Second place. Okay. And that was this junior year?
No, that was in junior high.
Junior high, you finished, because I was going to say that's basketball season, right?
Yeah.
So you haven't wrestled in high school?
No.
I could see you being a good wrestler. All right, awesome. Thanks. Kason, Sniper, what do you got?
All right, my first one, I have 3 chihuahuas. Second one, I've eaten alligator, and my third one is I have 6 pets in total.
Okay, good ones. Good ones, Kason. Okay, so we had, what was the first one? Give them to us again. The second one was alligator.
So 3 chihuahuas, eaten alligator, and 6 pets in total.
Okay, so what do we think? 6 pets, alligator. All right, everyone lock in your answer. All right, go for it, Kason. Which one's not true?
I do not have 6 pets.
How many pets do you have?
Just the 3 Chihuahuas.
Just 3 Chihuahuas, no other pets. So, okay.
Yep.
And how was alligator? Did it taste like chicken?
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
did?
it does. Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty good.
I've heard it's pretty good. I can't say I've ever had alligator though. Where was it you had it? Where were you?
It was in California. I was visiting some family. It was a few
Was it
years
like
ago.
jerky or how was it prepared?
No, it's like breaded like a chicken nugget kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would try it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty
Nice.
good.
Nice. All right. We're gonna go to Elliot. Elliot Kirby, you're up next.
Um, I have been to 25 states in 3 countries. I got the state MVP when my team won state championship this year in 8th grade AAU. And um, oh right, I'm done with school for the year.
Okay. Keep it unmuted. Don't need to mute back. Elliot, don't need to mute back. We're gonna go through those. So give us them again.
I've been to 25 states in 3 countries. I won the state MVP when my team won the state championship for 8th grade AAU this year. And I'm done with school for the year.
Done with school for the year. Kason doesn't think you're done with school. No one's wanting to say they don't think you're an MVP. No one wants to say they think you're lying about that. Gavin says, nope, no chance your team won state and you were state MVP. All right, go for it, Elliot.
I was not state MVP. I wasn't even state all tournament team. I won the MVP for our conference and the tournament and the all team for our conference, but I just played so bad in state.
Okay, there you have it. We learned something new. All right. We're gonna pass it off to you. Keep it unmuted. Keep it unmuted because we're going right to your brother.
All right.
Here we go, Wyatt.
I've had a different high school coach all 3 years. I'm still the tallest in the family, and I can't palm a basketball with my right hand.
With your right hand.
My right hand.
Okay. People don't think that you can palm a basketball with your right hand. Okay. A lot of twos. All right, go for it, Wyatt. Which one's the lie?
I'm not the tallest.
You're not the tallest anymore?
Elliot's pretty close. We're about the same, but my older brother's taller. He's 6'6".
Your older brother is taller, but you're still taller than little bro.
Barely.
Barely. Yeah, barely is what I was gonna say too. All right. So let's see. Which one did you say was made up?
I'm the tallest.
That you're the tallest. Okay. Nice. All right. We'll let you guys. I see Rue's next, but he's out playing golf and it looks like it's in his bag. If you want to grab it, if you're in between holes, Rue. It looks like your hand's scrambling to pick it up. If you want to give us your 2 truths and a lie while you're on the course, that would be awesome. If you want to wait, we can do that too. We'll give you a second to see if you're going to unmute. We'll check it. Now you're frozen on my screen, at least, making a goofy face. So we're going to pass you. Now he's trying to re-enter the room because he's frozen. But we'll go, let's see, Michael Simpson. Michael.
One is I love food. 2, I love getting up early in the mornings. And 3, I can back handspring.
Okay. Loves food, gets up early, loves to get up early. A lot of people are thinking that's bogus. And a backhand spring?
Yeah.
Backhand flip? Like a flip? Or like a
Yeah.
backhand spring? Okay. Landon's saying he doesn't like to get up. Almost everybody's saying that you don't like to get up in the morning. All right. What do you got? What do you got, Michael? What's the lie?
The second one.
They knew it. You like to sleep in?
Yeah.
I had a feeling that was a lie too. I had a feeling that you like to sleep in. All right. Let's see. Moving on. Landon.
Okay. I've sat courtside at a Blazers game. I have visited Japan, and I'm a sponsored athlete.
Side, Japan, sponsored athlete. Okay. I see some threes, some twos, pretty split. Some people don't think he's a sponsored athlete. They're saying that's bogus. Okay, what do you got? What's the lie, Landon?
That I visited Japan.
You've never been to Japan.
Nope, it's my dream vacation spot though. Definitely want to go there.
That's where you want to go. Okay, tell us about your your sponsorship deal.
So, it's more like I'm a brand ambassador. But it's with Underdog Athletics. So
Nice.
I get discount codes and stuff and early access to a lot of their stuff.
Nice. That's cool. How long have you been doing that, Landon?
I think it was not long ago. It's been a few months. Like I
Okay.
think it was just after basketball season ended.
Probably right when they heard that you were joining Grit, they're like, "Man, we got to get him
Probably.
on sponsorship. We need to get that guy." All right, awesome. Thanks, Landon. Isaac Mac Homus. What do you got?
I've been to Europe. I've rebounded for an NBA player, and I was born in Idaho.
Okay. What do you got? Let's see. Type it in there. No one thinks you're born in Idaho. Everyone thinks that you have rebounded for an NBA player, except for Max. All right. What do you got, Isaac? Which one's a lie?
Number one, I've never been to Europe.
Never been to Europe. Complete fabrication. No truth behind that one at all. Okay, good job. Brixon got that one. Gavin got it. All right. Now we're going to call on Brixon.
So I've won world championships in disc golf. I am an artist and I can speak 2 languages.
Okay. Disc golf champion, artist, or what was the other one?
I can speak 2 languages.
Dual language speaker. Okay. A lot of people are calling bogus on the frisbee golf. Disc golf, is it an insult? I know. Okay, so I know. But which one's the lie?
Number 3.
Number 3. So you only speak English.
Yep.
Only speak English and Kual. Joel has got jokes, but I don't get them. Boone. So what is that, the Disc Golf World Federation tour of disc golf that you what?
So I went when I was younger. I went twice, and it's like the Junior World Disc Golf Championship. So it's like a tournament, and like has all like
how many rounds of disc golf how many rounds do you play?
I think
one day, like you just have to have one good round, or is
No,
it like
it's
multiple days?
It's like a 4-day tournament, I think. And
Wow.
so I went when I was 8 or no, I went when I was 7 and we played 4 rounds then. And I went when I was 11 and I'm pretty sure we played 5 rounds.
Nice. Okay. If you guys didn't know, now you know. World champion Brixon. Okay. Disc golfer. I love it. All right, Mitch, Eminem, Mitch Marion. Mitch.
Let's see. First one is I've won a bowling league. Second one is I think Steph Curry is the GOAT. And third one is I've made 47 threes in a row.
Okay. Say them one more time. Give them to us one more time, Mitch.
I've won a bowling league. I think Steph Curry is the GOAT, and I've made 47 threes in a row.
Okay, bowling league champion. People are saying that one's a lie. Steph Curry's the GOAT. Well, we don't know what you believe. You might believe in lies. So let's see. A few people think that one. Is Coach Willis on the call? I'm not sure if I've seen Coach Willis because we know who Coach Willis thinks is the GOAT. All right, Mitch, what do you got? What's the lie?
The lies, I've never won a bowling league. I'm trash.
Ethan says, I knew that. Ethan says, I knew that. People are saying he looks kind of like a bowler with his glasses, but you have made 47 threes in a row. That one, not many people thought was a lie because you are a sniper. And what is this about Steph being the greatest of all time?
That I strongly believe that. He's the greatest shooter ever.
Greatest like shooter or like the greatest
best of all
basketball
time.
player?
I mean, doing what he does at his size, just best of all
So
time.
just because he's little, that makes him better than other players that are bigger?
No, I think it makes him a lot more skilled though.
So yeah, he could be the most skilled player. He could be the best shooter, but he's not the GOAT, Mitch.
I think he is, personally.
Okay, we can agree to disagree on that one, and we don't have to hear what Coach Willis would say about that. But we all know it's the guy from Chicago, number 23. Don't do that, Ethan. If you haven't seen him play, you have no room to speak. Because I mean, I've seen them both. I've seen all three of those guys that were just mentioned: Willis, Mitch, Ethan. You guys that are saying, I saw Jordan. I've seen LeBron. I've seen Steph. Steph, I would say, is the best shooter. Changed the game. Revolutionized the 3-point shot. Changed it completely. But he's not the GOAT. Jordan rules. All right, we're going to pass it on. Chandler, can you flip your phone horizontal for us and give us your 2 truths and a lie?
Okay, so I have number 1, I've been to Disneyland 10 times. Number 2, I played baseball for 8 years. And 3, I've never broken a bone.
Okay, answers are coming in. Broken bone. Okay. All right. Some 1s, 3. All right. Chandler, what do we got? What's the lie?
It was number 3. I broke my pinky.
You broke your pinky, so a technicality. So you have broken a bone.
Yes.
Okay, so that was okay. Good job, Chandler. All right, we're gonna go. Let's see, D'Angelo.
Okay, so number 1, I used to live in California. Number 2, I ran the bases where the San Francisco Giants play. And number 3, I've been to a Warriors game.
Okay. He is from Southern Oregon. A lot of California answers there. Lived in California, ran the bases for the San Francisco Giants Stadium, and has been to a Warriors game. A lot of 2s and 3s. Everybody thinks you used to live in Cali. All right. D'Angelo, what do you got?
I've never been to a Warriors game.
Never been to a Warriors game?
No.
Where did you live in California?
San Mateo, I think.
That's pretty close. That's the Bay Area.
Yeah.
And you never got to a Warriors game. Okay.
No.
Okay, good job. All right. Give yourself some points to those guys that got that one right. Next on my screen, I see Coach Lunt. Is that a Mariners Griffey MLB hoodie? Coach Lunt. Coach Lunt, you got your 2 truths and a lie for us?
I do.
All right, here we go.
I've coached, or I've had a player on my team that's been 75 years old. On one of my teams, I was a head coach at. I've finished top. I've been ranked as high or as top 1,000 in Clash Royale. And I had 3 interceptions in a high school football game.
Okay, 2-1, 2-3, 2-1, 1, 2-2-3, 2-1. James says 1's a lie. Elias says 2. So we'll go through them. Coached a 75-year-old, had a 75-year-old on his team that he was the head coach of. He was top 1,000 in Clash Royale. Some of you guys don't know what Clash Royale is, but I think everybody does. Besides maybe Joel. Joel, you know what Clash Royale is? Top 1,000 or 3 picks in a high school football game. 3 picks in a high school football game. All right, Coach Lunt, tell us the lie.
My best was I had 1 interception in a high school football game.
There you have it. There you have it. Now you know. How many have you ever coached a 75-year-old man? Have you ever coached a team with a 75-year-old man on it?
No. Man, no. Woman, yeah.
If you guys don't know, that's a story right there. Bryson looks shocked that you were coaching a 75-year-old woman. But I have video to prove it. I have a video of Coach Lunt. Just, you think he gets mad at you guys? You should see the tone of voice he is using on this 75-year-old woman. You do not want to get on the bad side of him, but he's mellowed out a little bit since he was. How old were you when you were coaching that team, Coach?
16.
So he's mellowed out a little bit since he was 16, yelling at the 75-year-old woman. But he still can get pretty intense, as we know. But it's good that he has mellowed out a little bit since coaching the senior women's or almost. You didn't win it though, did you? You were close.
We lost in the gold medal game by 1 point. So we finished in the senior Olympics. We won a silver medal.
Coach Lunt was on national TV, touring around, meeting all these celebrities just at 16 years old. And how old were you when you got your first head college coaching job?
25.
25. 25 years old. Wow. There's a lot of people that don't have a resume like yours, Coach. To be a head, the silver medalist at the senior women's world championships, to winning the conference championship in the Northwest Conference when he was still in his 20s, to now being a head college coach for 20 years. I know he doesn't look like he's old enough to have that much experience, but thanks, Coach. All right, I'm gonna pass it. Let's see who else. Dila, Gavin, pivot your phone. Let's hear what you got to say to us, Gavin. You're up.
All right. So hold up. All right. So my first one is I have over 300 hours on Call of Duty. My second one is I've been playing basketball since I was 3 years old. And my third one was I've had an entire gram of caffeine in one day.
A gram of caffeine?
Yep, a whole gram.
Okay, so the first one was 300 hours of Call of Duty. The second one, you were 3 when you started playing basketball. And the fourth one is you have consumed an entire gram of caffeine. Okay, a few people say your heart would have exploded by now. Okay. $300 of Call of Duty. Why would you spend so much time doing something so silly as that? 3 years old and you started playing basketball and your jumper still looks like that. That's what they're saying, Gavin. That's just what people are putting in the comments. All right, Gavin, what do you got? What's the lie?
All right, the lie was the second one. I started playing basketball when I was like 7 years old.
Okay. So you do have 300 hours of Call of Duty.
Yeah, that was COVID.
That was COVID. I do think hopefully you're not doing that anymore, Gavin.
No, not at all.
There's not enough hours in the day for you to play that much any game that's not school or basketball. You don't have time in the day.
No, I
Not
do
gonna call
not.
you out about your GPA, okay? But don't play. Did you hear what I say?
Yes, coach.
Okay. All right, Gavin. Stay away from the sticks. Put the sticks away. Just, once you get the grades right, then if you want to pick up the sticks or play a little Clash Royale, see how much I play of those video games. Modern world of Minecraft. I'm joking. I know it's not called that. James Barrett, you're up. Righty went lefty. You're up.
All right. My first one is I've been to 3 NBA games. I've always shot with my left hand, and I've high-fived KD multiple times.
Okay. 3 NBA games. He shot left-handed his entire life, and he's high-five Kevin Durant multiple times. Okay. A lot of people are going with 2. Maybe because I gave it away when I introduced you. What do you got, James? Which one's the lie?
It is the shooting with left hand.
When did you switch from shooting with your right hand to your left hand?
Okay, so in 7th grade, I broke my wrist. I tripped and fell, and I didn't want to hit my head on the wall, so I hit my wrist, and my wrist just went up. So then I used my right hand in a cast as a guide hand for my left hand, and then it just felt more natural, so I stuck to it.
Man, I can't imagine how bad you shot with your right hand. Wow.
I shot pretty good with my right hand.
Well, you're pretty good with your left, James. So I'm glad that you switched, but you're still good with the right, but you are better with the left. So, and where were you when you gave KD high fives?
I was at the NBA game. So I've been to, I think, 2 Warriors games and 1 Thunder game. And both times I went to the Warrior games, he's high-fived me.
Are you a big KD fan, or did it just happen that was he playing for OKC when you saw him?
No, he's playing for the Warriors when I saw him. And I mean, he's not like my favorite player, but I think he's one of the greatest scorers of his height. Like, to ever touch the court.
He is tall to be as skilled as he is. All right, Joel, cook 'em up. Jesse, are you able to pivot your phone and unmute and give us your 2 truths and a lie? Coach Joel, Jesse, checking in. There you go.
Yes, sir. All right. So, first one is I love to cook. Second one is that I speak 2 languages. And third one is I have met and shook the hand of Magic Johnson, not on the basketball court.
Loves to cook. Loves to cook. And then Magic. What was the second one?
I speak 2 languages.
Dual language speaker. Some people think that's a lie. One, love to cook, Magic off the court. All right. Which one, Coach?
Number 1, I hate to cook.
Hates to cook. Where did you get to meet Magic off the basketball court?
So the Lakers were playing at the Forum at the time, and we stayed late after a game and walked around, me and my 3 cousins, and we met Michael Cooper, we met Byron Scott, we met James Worthy, and Magic came rolling out of his Jeep underneath the forum, and my cousin literally jumped out in front of him. And then why me and my other cousin basically went up to the window, and he was literally sitting in the back seat of the Jeep driving it, and gave him the magazine that I had. He signed it and shook his hand, and he was a really cool guy.
That's pretty cool. Do you still have it? Do you still have that autograph? You do.
I sure do.
That's awesome that you still kept track of it all these years later. If you don't know Coop is now a head coach down at Cal State LA, I believe. He was he's a Hall of Famer now, I think.
He is.
He was one of the Showtime Lakers. He was a high school coach most recently at a school in Southern California. As a high school coach, I was recruiting one of his players. I went to visit him at his high school. I was like, oh, that's Michael Cooper. And it was pretty cool. But now he's the head coach at Cal State LA, a Division II school. And then you speak hablo español.
También, sí.
Sí, muy bien. Un poquito hablo español. No bueno hablo.
Deberías trabajar en su acento.
El baño, por favor. Cerveza. Okay, I'm joking. All right, here we go. Thank you, Joel. Moving on. Next up, Gavin Keller. Gavin.
Okay, so my favorite color is blue. I'm fluent in 2 languages, and I've been to Jamaica.
Okay, blue. 2 languages. Jamaica. Okay, dropping it in there. A few people are saying 1, blue. How could the guy like blue? 2 languages, he probably speaks 6, knowing Gavin. All right, Gavin, which one's the lie?
I'm not fluent in 2 languages. I'm in Spanish too, but I'm not fluent yet.
Not fluent, okay. But you're learning. You and Joel might be able to communicate in Espanol.
A little bit.
Un poquito.
Yep.
Sí? Sí. All right. Thank you, Gavin. Let's see. You guys are jumping around. Ethan, pivot your phone. Swammy, Samsonite. You're still your orientation lock on, Ethan?
I'll turn that off.
You swipe up from the top, and then you go to where it looks like it's a little like there. You got it. All right, Ethan.
Okay. I can do a backflip. I've broken my left arm 3 times, and LeBron is the GOAT.
We know which one's a lie. All right. Everyone knows that 3 is the lie. Okay, Ethan, which one are you going to say is a lie? You can't do a backflip.
I'm close. I can't do a backflip, though. I'm close. It'll come soon.
So you have multiple lies because LeBron is not the GOAT.
LeBron Raymond James is the GOAT.
Whoa, that's a hot take. You never saw that 92 NBA Finals when the Bulls were playing the Blazers. And Jordan got hot and he went
40-something.
Kind of shrugged his shoulders like, I don't know. I'm just hot. Like, I don't know. Like, what are you going to do? Guard me, Cliffy Robinson. What do you got, Clyde? Come on, Terry Porter. Play some defense. I don't know. That's when I became a Bulls fan in 92 when they beat the Blazers. But LeBron's good. I mean, he's good at basketball. He's really big. So I kind of get what Mitch was trying to say about Steph being like a smaller, like more human-esque, like more of like a real human. LeBron's freakishly athletic and big and good, but not the GOAT. And somebody text Willis and tell him that I'm saying that. You can quote me on it. 45 minutes into the call, Coach Miner was calling you out, Willis. All right. And have you seen the movie Dumb and Dumber? You know the reference then. Mary Swanson? Some of you guys have never seen Dumb and Dumber? Chandler. Okay. I was gonna say, yeah. Bryson Walston, have you seen Dumb and Dumber? Okay. All right. Joel says Steph is better. So Steph's even better than LeBron. So I mean that puts LeBron as third. Maybe. I don't know. We know who Coach Lunt likes for the best point guard of all time. All right, Max. Grant's Pass's finest. Max Thompson.
Okay, so I have 5,000 hours on Rust. I've been out the country 3 times, and I've been to Vegas 3 times.
Okay, say the first. What did you say you have?
5,000 hours on Rust.
On what?
On Rust. It's like a
Rust?
video game. Yeah, it's like a video game.
5,000 hours?
Yeah.
That's the 5,000 hours on a video game, Max. I'm gonna hope that's the lie. Out of the country 3 times. You can believe that. All right, which one's the lie?
The first one. It's actually like 7,000 now.
Oh my gosh. 7,000 hours on Rust?
Yeah.
You better have a 4.0. You to find that many hours in the day to play a video game, you say. I don't know which way to take this now. Okay, we're gonna just leave it. 7,000 hours? You could be a lot better shot by now if you spent that time working on that follow through.
Yeah.
7,000? Yeah,
Yeah.
no. All right, okay. Thank you for being honest. And so that was the lie. So you have been out of the country and you have been to Vegas. All right. 291 days. If you take that, divide it by, so that's like almost a year. You've only had 15 of them. So like 1/15 of your life, pretty much, you've been playing video game called Rust. Rust?
Yeah, but like half the time I'm not even on. I just like leave my computer on. So it's like it's not like all the time, like, So it cancels out a little bit.
So it deducts a little bit from that ridiculously large amount of time you spent playing video games. Okay, all right. Bed Wars. I don't even need to know what's going on. There's some trash being thrown around in the chat saying that people are playing Bed Wars. I don't even want to know what that is. I don't even know I'm glad to say I don't know what that is. I don't know if I don't even know what that is. So I'm gonna just move on. Minecraft. World of Minecraft. World of Call of Duty. World of Calls. World of Minecraft. World of Wars. Okay. So I'm looking around. Raise your hand if you have not gone. Is there anybody that has not gone? Is there anybody that has not gone? I do see a couple. Grant, I think, might not be able to have his phone. But
No, I'm here.
Oh, Grant, are you able to give us your 2 truths and a lie?
Yeah, I can give you them.
Okay, give it to
Okay, 1, I play soccer. 2, I went to Puerto Rico for spring break. And 3, I have green eyes.
What was 3?
I have green eyes.
Green eyes. Okay. Soccer, Puerto Rico, or green eyes? Green eyes. Yeah, the fun fact is that Grant told us last time his dad is black. So, all right, Grant, go for it. What do you got?
That was number 1.
You don't play soccer. That was a complete lie.
Yeah, I don't
How
play
old were you when
soccer.
you gave up soccer?
I was 13.
13. Okay. So middle school. All right. Good job. All right. Thanks, Grant.
Yep.
Number 1 does not play soccer, and he was in Puerto Rico for spring break. All right. I think everybody went. Thank you. That was good to learn some more about you guys. You didn't know some people are so delusional or mistaken in thinking that LeBron is the GOAT. So you learn some stuff. You learn some stuff about people, Ethan. You know, you pick up some things about people that maybe they know ball. They know, you know, I know Elliot Kirby knows a little bit about ball because he's been able to chime in and weigh in on some of the trivia. In the chat, how many players are currently on NBA rosters that are under 6 foot tall? Under 6 foot tall. How many players are on rosters in the NBA that are under 6 foot tall? Mitch says 7, 10, 5, 19, 6, 11, 4, 8, 12, 5, 12, 7, 13, 11, 6, 65. Okay, so there's 450 players, you guys. So think about 450 players in the NBA. And these are your guys' guesses that there's 7, 5, 4, 3 out of 450 players. I'll let you guys have one more guess. So nobody got it right. Nobody got the right answer. I'll give everybody one more guess. 450 players in the NBA. How many of them are listed at under 6 feet tall? Okay. Going once. Going twice. Cut. Isaac McComas. Isaac, how'd you know? How did you know, Isaac? Unmute. How did you know?
You made it seem like it was going to be like way higher, so I just guessed lower.
He asked his dad. You got it. You got it, Isaac. There was only one, but for a bonus question, who can name them? If you ChatGPT cheated or you had to look it up, don't enter it in. But who do you got? Who is the one? Okay, Curtis was the quickest on the draw. Chandler knew it too, it looks like. Brixton did type it in there also. But he is the only player listed. There is, I think, it said 7. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. But there was, that are 6 foot. Chris Paul. There was, I think, I don't know, like 7 maybe guys that were 6 foot. But under 6 foot, there is one. So that's pretty wild to think of. Out of 450 players, there's only one that's under 6 foot. That's crazy. But all right, my clock says 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock on the dot. That was Usher who sang that song. But you guys have a great night. If there's anything, Joel, Coach Blunt, anything you guys want to say this weekend, schedules come out tomorrow. Schedules will come out tomorrow, Wednesday. We are at visitation, as is Friday. And we are Thursday, Southern Oregon. We'll be going over 21 and boxer. So those are some of the things we're going to get to 21, work on that zone. I think it threw some teams off. We'll mix in a little bit of the half court man to man. We might look at a little bit of a 3/4 court or pick up a little bit of kind of a press option that the 16U team did pretty effectively. But I'm going to pass it to Joel, Coach Jesse. What do you got? We'll wrap it up here.
Hey, I got 2 things. All right. Number one, my 15U players, when I send a message on the 15U whatnot app, I mean the app that Coach Miner put together for us, make sure you're paying attention to that. I've been sending you guys some things on that and I have had no response to it. And then Secondly, I've really been thinking, and I sent all of our coaches this today when Coach K started talking about Kobe. And I think one of the biggest things that we struggled with in watching our teams is, a couple weekends ago, was that I think a lot of us struggled with rebounding the basketball and defending. And one of the things I shared with the coach was a story that Coach K shared with uh, uh, about Kobe, about what was that, Brant, the revenge team or something like that, with Kobe and LeBron and them. And the first day of practice, Kobe was the best player in the NBA, the leading scorer of the NBA at the time, and he didn't shoot the ball once. All he did was that he wanted to guard the best player, and he basically shut everybody down, and that's what he did also in the Olympics. And so I think we really need to take a look at how we rebound and the effort that we put into that, and how we're trying to stop people. I think sometimes we're not 100% bought in on that. And if you're planning to go to college, I can promise you there's guys that are spending 7,000 and 5,000 hours shooting the rock. And the one thing that you can definitely do is play defense. And if you can figure out how to play defense and rebound, a coach will find time for you on the floor. That's all I got, Coach Miner.
Thanks, Joel. I appreciate that. The Redeem team. 08 is the year I met Coach K for the first time. They were training for the Olympics in China in 2008. When I met Coach, introduced myself, told him my brother was in the Army, went to West Point. He's Major Minor. I'm Coach Minor. That's how I got the first time I met Coach K. I've worked 9 summers back at Duke, coaching camps there for Coach K. But the first year was 08. And that's when they won the gold medal in China in the Beijing Olympics. And the camps was in June. So I met him in June. And then in August of that year, they won the gold medal. The head coach of the current team at Duke was my assistant coach for 2 weeks, John Shire. So that was pretty cool to get to be coaching with John Shire as my assistant. That was when he was still a player at Duke before they won the national championship in 2010. You didn't know Duke won it in 2010 with John Shire as their point guard, Kyle Singler, who's from Medford, Oregon, and Nolan Smith, who played in the NBA for a while. Those were the big 3 on that Duke team in 2010. But all right, Coach Lunt, what do you got? Closing remarks.
Hear me? All right. So kind of going off what Coach Joel was talking about. It's something that we're actually going to do with our 17U team, because I think there's a lot of times where you can talk about, we got to play better defense. We got to do this. We got to do that. But for our team, we actually have 4 10-minute games, because our games are 40 minutes long. And we keep track of specific stats that fit our style of play, that know that one, if we're being active and as disruptive as we need to be defensively, 2, if we're getting great quality shots. So we're actually going to be statting stuff within our game. Our defensive stats are going to be, and this is tailored off what we do at our team, but 3 stops in a row, we call those kills. So if we can get, our goal is to get 7 kills per game. So we would like to get, in the 2-minute or in the 4 10-minute games, get 2. I mean, that would equal 8. So then we're over our goal. So we're going to keep track of kills. We're going to keep track of deflections. Especially with 21 with our team, if we were 25 plus with deflections, we won every single game. We were 25 plus with deflections, and it shows your activeness, and it shows you being intense on the defensive side. And then the other thing that we statted, there's a few, but that we're going to stat is our offensive rebounds. So your ability to lock in and make sure you're rebounding and hitting someone And our goal with our team, just because of how we played, and obviously the style was, we wanted to be under 6 offensive rebounds per game, and if we did that, we won. I think it was 99% of the time. So those are things we're going to keep track of on the defensive side. So kills, defensive rebounds, and deflections, and then offensively, we're going to keep track of our paint to great touches. So we wanted 20 paint to great shots per game. So 5 per 10-minute. That was our goal, which just shows that we're attacking the paint first, and then we're looking to kick, which is going to equal the best shot you can get. So paint to great touches. We're going to keep track of turnovers. Our goal was to always be under 8 turnovers per game. So we're going to stat that. And then the last one, which I just think we did a good job of as a 17U team, was free throw attempts. We wanted to take at least 15 free throw attempts per game, which 17U, you guys had multiple. Well, we shot 22 free throws in one game. I don't know what our stats were for the other game, but it shows an aggressive mindset as far as not settling and attacking the rim. So defensively, we're going to keep track of kills. We're going to keep track of deflections. We're going to keep track of defensive rebounds. Offensively, we're going to keep track of paint to great touches, turnovers, and then our free throw attempts. So we're going to have goals within the goal, because that shows where you're at, and those are a lot of the things that you can control. So if you're not being active, it's gonna show on the deflection side, which means you're not being active enough and you're not playing hard enough. And if you can't do those, you're never going to be a great defensive team. If we have 5 paint to great shots in a game, that means we're taking horse shit shots, quick shots. We're not attacking the rim. We're not looking for 2 outs. We're not looking for extra passes, which is what basketball, especially offensively, is made to do. So those are things that we're going to keep track of with every single game within the game. And I know he wasn't a manager, but one of our seniors, Peyton Hanning, who tore his labrum and wasn't able to play this year, he was our stat guy. And pretty much I would just ask him at the 10-minute mark where we were. And then it was a great reflection within that media timeout that, hey, we've only got 1 kill in that first 10 minutes. That's unacceptable. We got to lock in on what we need to do. We've only got 4 deflections, or it can be the other way around. Be positive. Hey, we've got a 10-point lead because we've got 11 deflections, in the first 10 minutes, or we've got 2 kills or 3 kills in the first 10 minutes. So having, it's important to have direction with what you're trying to do. We can always say, go out and do this, go out and do that. But if you've got many goals within the main goal, that's going to help you accomplish the main goal a lot better. So those are some of the things that we'll be focusing on as a team this weekend, which will help your mind, focus on those specific things. So you're not worried about necessarily, make or misses. Let's make sure that they're paint to great misses or makes. We're worried about being aggressive and trying to get to the free throw line. So let's not settle for, quick 15 footers. Let's try to get to the free throw line. Let's cherish the ball. Let's take care of the ball. And then defensively, let's be intense with what we're doing. Be active with our hands and focus on getting stops and then rebounding the ball.
But I love the deflections. Kendon, you know what can you unmute? What is it called when you get 3 stops in a row? Kill. Yes. Good. So those are the things we're going to chart. We're going to keep track of that. I wonder if we can get Peyton to come, Coach Lunt. I know he's getting ready for graduation, but if he's in town, I'd pay him to come help us if he's around.
Yeah, I can ask. I mean, I was going to print out the sheet. We have our, Brian, if you want, can I share my screen or share my screen?
Yeah, you should. Let me see. I'll make you a host here. Okay, you should be able to share.
All right. So let's see. And this is us. So there's more things involved. It's not just the 3 on offense and the 3 on defense. We kept track of a few other things that fit us. But this is what it looked like. This was our sheet. So here's the first 10 minutes, second 10 minute, third 10 minute, fourth 10 minute. These are all of the offensive side. So taking care of the ball, we really tracked offensive rebounds because it was great. It was important for us. Our paint to great, our free throw attempts, and then we also kept track of 10-0 runs. And then defensively, if you guys can see it, let me move it over here. So we kept track of forced turnovers because we were the best team in our conference as far as doing that. 3 stops, which is kills, 0 boards, as far as keeping them off, deflections, free throw attempts, as far as us being clean, which was that with how aggressive we were, we really wanted to focus on being as clean as possible. So these are stats that we would keep every single game. And it was very helpful in timeouts where we could go back and see, where we're at. And, I mean, especially at halftime, if it was like we only had 6 deflections, like we weren't being as active as we needed to be. So those things I think are important to have goals within goals. And, when we did a lot of those things the right way, we ended up victorious.
What was the rebounding percentage, offensive rebound, third back? Or I couldn't hear what you said.
What was that?
What was the offensive rebounding goal? You said a third, like 33% rebounding rate?
Yeah, we want to be at 35, but that I'm not going to include that in with our grit team just because
we're not
that
sending
takes a
4
lot.
guys to the glass.
Yeah. And there's a lot of things that we don't have enough time to spend as far as transition defense goes. But the kills, all right, the deflections, okay, and then the defensive rebounding. I think those 3 things, just being you guys being high school basketball players, you should all be locked in on doing. So one of the things that I told 17U team, after a couple of the games, we looked tired. And we weren't as active as we needed to be defensively. And that shows the deflections. I mean, that is, especially with 21. I mean, you guys already, 17U team should know when we were locked in and we were active, we were deflecting everything or getting our hand on the ball. And so that was a big thing. And then offensively, not settling, just making sure we get to the paint because paint equals great shots. Be aggressive as far as, trying to score at the rim. Being, having a good POA, trying to get to the free throw line, and then taking care of the ball. I think there was a lot of times, and I know the 17U team could vouch for this too, that we were pretty careless with the ball. And it's okay to be aggressive and you're going to make mistakes, but you've also got to know time and score, and we've got to be smart when we're passing the ball and moving the ball around offensively.
All right. Good stuff, Coach. We're going to sign off. Appreciate everybody coming. I will post this, the replay, if anybody didn't see it. But if you're watching on replay, tell us the one truth that stood out to you the most. If there was one thing that you took away from the guys' answers. So if you're watching us on replay, shoot me a message. Say, man, I watched it all and I thought it was really interesting that James didn't shoot with his left hand until he was in 7th grade, or pick something that you want. If you're watching on replay, maybe you think it's ridiculous that Max has spent 7,000 hours playing video games. Dust. No, I know it's Rust. I'm joking. Actually, I didn't know of that game before now, but now I know. All right, you guys, say bye to Jack. We'll see you guys. Say bye, Jack.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Bye,
Thank you,
Coach.
Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
See you guys. All right. Oh, look, there he is.
Hey, my man. I like the haircut.
Looks good.